Hey Dra, welcome to Horsehead Bookends for my life with the MPC series. I'm a beginner MPC user. I've only had it now 3 weeks. So today for week 3, we are going to be learning how to pull samples off of vinyl onto the MPC and chop it up. There are 3 things you need. You need your MPC unit, in my case the MPC Live, you need a turntable, and you need vinyl. So, have my MPC Live. Now as far as the turntable goes, I have an Audio-Technica LP60 and I have a Audio-Technica LP120X, but I decided not to use them for this experience just because, I don't know why, but I like to make things harder for myself, so if I come across an issue, I'll be able to have a better chance in tackling it. So for ripping vinyl this time, I'm going to be using one of these, the Newmark PT01 Touring Suitcase record player. And I've just heard a ton of people gasp and say, "Why are you using that? It's such a terrible record player." It's alright, we're going to try. If you want to rip vinyl and you don't have a high-end or DJ quality turntable, you might have one of these laying around, and I'm going to show you that it should be able to be done. This could be a complete failure and blow up in my face, but that's how I'm going to start to try to rip a record with this one. Alright, so that's the second part of what we need. The third part of what we need is vinyl. Now, I have a pretty decent record collection, and as I was looking through everything, I was thinking, well, what can I really pull samples from? And of course, there are some super easy vinyl you can pull samples from, including James Brown's Funky Drummer Beat is probably the easiest. I went through some of my collection. I've said, well, I could use Superfly, a lot of great stuff in here that I can pull, but I said, that's too easy, so I'm not going to use that. Kept looking, pulled out, I said, well, maybe I could pull some stuff off a jazz album. So I pulled out this jazz samba. Again, way too easy. So I decided to up the difficulty again, and I am going to be sampling from the Haunted Mansion soundtrack from Disney. Might have made a bad choice, but we're gonna see what we can pull off this and see if we can make a beat. It's got 2 sides. One side I think is completely instrumental, and the other side is actually the complete ride with narration and everything. So, I don't know. Let's see if it works. Alright, so let's set up everything and start pulling some samples. Alright, so we have everything here. We're going to start hooking up. We have our MPC Live. We have our turntable. We have our record. And I'm going to be running everything into this Tascam DR40X recorder to make sure it sounds pretty good. So right now we're going to hook it up, and because this player has a built-in preamp, we're going to use RCA to TRX to run it into the line in on the Akai MPC Live. Of course, the leg of the tripod is right in the way. Okay, everything's connected. Let's turn it all on and get some sound levels. Alright, so we're going to go to the menu. We are going to go to sampler, and now it looks like we're all set up for it. So let's get out the record and let's sample some stuff. And also, you want this little thing monitor right here, you want to click that so you can hear what's going on when you're checking at the sample. Now I think I know what I want, but I'm not sure. Now it's also good to note, I feel, try to figure out the sample you want to pull. I think I have a good idea of what I want on this record, so I'm gonna pull that off and see what I can do with it.
When hinges. Welcome. Hello. Welcome.
Alright, so that's... Alright, we want to save that as a new sample to program 1. Yes, we're not assigning the pad, so let's save. So I'm going to call this sample's going to be called welcome. Oops. W-E-L. Welcome. Do it. Alright, save. Internal? Yeah, sure. No, let's do a new folder called Haunted Mansion. Alright. Samples, halt, save. Okay, so let's check it out. I'm going to keep. Alright, so let's go to the main and let's do assign samples. Well, let's edit the sample. Let's see how we can do that. So menu, sample, edit.
Welcome, fool. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the haunted mansion.
Alright, so we want to, let's trim it right there.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the haunted mansion.
Alright, so we want to, I think, chop. Right? Let's chop. Alright, it says manual threshold regions. I think manual, as soon as I hit it, it's going to start chopping, and everything I hit, it's going to chop it again. So let's see if that works.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the...
No, okay, I did that wrong. Alright.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the haunted mansion. I am your host, your...
Okay, so that's not... Let's figure out how to chop that right now. Okay, I think I got it now. I want to hold the shift button and click convert, and that will convert the sample. New program, convert to new program using drum slices. Okay, do it. Alright, so let's see what it did.
Foolish mortals.
Okay, so it looks like we got it chopped.
Foolish mortals.
We got those down. I don't really want them down here. I want them up here. Alright, let's edit these samples now. So let's go back to here, edit samples. Alright, we want to get everything saved. Alright, let's go back to menu. I gotta color the pads. Let's do that real fast. Menu, Pad color. Let's do fixed. Yeah, fixed. Single pad. That is going to be blue because they're all vocals. Vocals. I like to do vocals in blue. There we go. We're done. So let's do main. Now we got our vocals.
To the eye, well, foolish.
All right. So we got that down. So that's good. Pull some more samples. Now let's try to find some beats. Now I don't know if I'm gonna find it on this side of the album. I might have to flip the album to get a beat. So let's do that. Let us go back to menu, and let's see. We're moving that, flipping this over. Let's just drop it and see where we're at. Sampler, monitor. Yeah. I might have to edit a little, but let's arm it. I don't like doing this on this turntable because I can see the platter wobbling. Well, that didn't let me sample much, but okay, maybe I'm running out of memory, who knows. Let's call it bells. Oh, because I have a max length set of 20 seconds. All right, that's fine. I mean, that's good. We can work with that. 20-second sample is good. We'll have to play around with that somehow. So let's go to the sample edit. Let us try to break apart this bells. Menu, sample. Alright, I think I got it. The camera, I had to change the battery, but I was able to track out the bells. Okay, so let's assign those pads right now for the colors, so I know what they are. And I have the snare too. Just a little percussion. We gotta get some more percussion. So menu, pad color. We're doing. Let's do pink. 4. And let's do red. Snare. Okay. We are good so far. Awesome. Menu. Main. Save our progress. Project. Save. Always save. Always, always save. Okay, I think I'm just gonna call that drums because I want to take that one thing, that one loud noise. Go to main, let's go to that, sample edit. Alright, so we got... Alright, that's right in there is the noise we want. So, let's see how we can get it. Let's... That I want that. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can do... I'm gonna take this and see if I can edit it by making it lower. I don't know if I can do that. So let's process that. No, we're gonna convert that. Alright, I'm going to call this just a short stab because I'm not getting the kick I want, so I'm going to take a kick from what's on here already. There's menu. Alright, I think we got everything saved. Let's save it. And, alright, so, do it save? Save. Okay. Alright, now we're going to record and see how that comes out.
Foolish mortals, foolish mortals, foolish mortals, foolish mortals, foolish mortals. I am your host. Welcome to the Haunted Mansion. Welcome to the Haunted Mansion.
Okay, so that was the first time I was ripping samples from vinyl onto the MPC Live. Now, that was probably the first time I've pulled samples since college, remixing stuff in the college radio station where we would use reel-to-reel units and CDs and sometimes vinyl and put them on the college radio carts and record them to that. I wish I still had some laying around. So I'm not sure how much the camera caught, and I knew I had to pause it a few times, but pulling the samples originally was pretty easy to do, to record the samples. I didn't change any of the parameters, so it was set up to pull a quick 20-second sample, and then editing them was a little hard, just trying to move around the menus and everything and figure out what went where and how to actually assign them. And then I still wanted to actually shift the sounds and alter the actual samples I took, but I guess I'll learn how to do that as I pull more and more samples. Putting the samples together for a beat, I think the record I chose was a little hard because it was hard to isolate certain percussion to get a good kick or get a good snare sound. So it was a bit challenging, But I picked a challenging record on purpose, just to see what I could do with it. And I mean, some things were good, some things were bad. I will definitely still play around with it. I started going through, my light just went out. So I started going through different sequences and stacking sequences and changing some of the sounds around. I'm not sure how much I'm going to keep in there because some of it wasn't, it was a little weird sounding. So I'm still going to work on it, and I definitely will post it somewhere. Hopefully by next week I'll try to finish it up and you can hear exactly what I did. I'll definitely post a link to it. The other thing, I did have one issue, was that all of a sudden all my samples stopped being stereo. It just went straight to mono. I was only getting sounds through the left channel. I didn't know what happened, and when I finally figured out the problem, it looked like my samples, or the track, was panned all the way to the left. And I don't recall doing that, but I must have done something somewhere where it did that. So, like, it's a learning experience. This is new to me. I mean, this is really who I'm making these videos for, people who just got it and have never used it before in their life. As far as the samples pulling off that cheap turntable, the samples pulled great. My only concern was when I was trying to find the spot on the record, the platter was wobbly, so I didn't want to use too much force and possibly skip the needle and scratch the record, because that would be terrible. Well, that's it for week 3. I now know how to pull samples off vinyl. I'll be doing it more. It's definitely a good tool to have in my arsenal, so I can't wait to actually pull certain things with some actual beats on it that I can create like a good solid beat, and I think it'll be really good. Next week, I think what we're going to do is try to pull samples from actual instruments. I will get out some synths and see if we can pull some sounds from there and use them through the MPC live. I haven't done that either, so we're gonna see. That might be terrible too, but we'll power through and we'll get it done. And I'll post a video of it, and you could either use it as information or just use it as a good laugh. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to click on subscribe. You'll get notified whenever I upload new videos. Any questions or comments or tips, please post them below. I really appreciate it. Any questions you have, if I know the answer to it, I will try to answer. Otherwise, I will use the great internet to look it up and give you the answer if you weren't able to find it. Other than that, hopefully, we're looking forward to next week. Talk to you later.